Hi, I'm Roxana from WP Estate, and in this video I will show how to import the Barcelona demo. In this domain I have installed the theme and the theme included plugins, and the first step that you need to take before the demo import is to activate the theme. Here you will need to add your ThemeForest username and your purchase code. Once you added your details, you will need to check the consent box and press register license. The theme is now activated. You will need to refresh the page. The theme supports SVG icons for features and amenities, and for the SVG icons from demo to be imported along with the demo content, you need to make sure that the SVG Support plugin is installed and active in your site. The plugin was added as a theme included plugins. You can check if the plugin is installed in plugins. Look for SVG Support plugin. You need to have this plugin for the SVG demo icons to be imported along with the demo content. Next, you can proceed with the demo import. For that, you will need to go to WpRentals options, import demo. Here you will find all theme included demos. You cannot import two demos at once, so you need to decide from the start on the demo that you want to import. If you change your mind after you imported the demo, you will need to reset the database and after import the new demo. If you decide to reset database, you will need to clear the license code first. You will need to go to WpRentals license, press deactivate license, and after clear database. I will go back to the demo import section. I will look for the Barcelona demo. This is the one. I will press import demo, continue and import, and I will wait for the demo content to be imported. The process might take a few minutes. The demo import was successful, and next I will show the steps that you need to take after the demo import. If you press visit site, you will be redirected to the front end where you can see that the demo content was imported, but first I will show the settings that you need to take from admin. So I will go back to admin. First I will set permalinks correctly. For that I will go to settings, permalinks. I will select post name and save changes. The next step is to go to theme options and make the settings that you want. I will start with the general section. Now you have settings from demo, and you will need to check each section and replace the demo settings with your own. For example, in general settings you can change your country, the measurement unit, the language for that picker, and other settings. In logos and favicon you will need to replace the demo logo with your own. In booking settings you will have options available for the booking system. You can select the booking type. You can choose between per day, per hour, or mixed bookings. You can select weekend days and make other settings. Next, in social and contact, you will need to replace the demo contact details with your own. You need to add your company address and change the other details. In the same section, you can set social login and set your social accounts. Next, in the map section, you will need to decide on the map system that you want to use. You can keep OpenStreet, which will be free, or select Google Maps, and if Google Maps will be selected, then a Google Maps API key will need to be created and added in the theme. In the listing page, you'll have options for the listing page layout. Here you can decide if you want to use the booking form or the contact form, and also make other settings. In design, you have design options like the listing card design, custom colors, and other settings. In the email management section, you can make settings for the notifications that will be sent from your site. Here you can change the email's content, and you can make other settings. Next, in payment and submit, you'll have options for the submission form page. You can choose here the fields that will be displayed in the submission form. You can select the type of submission. You can set it to no and have free submission, or you can charge your owners per listing or with membership packages. In this section you will also have payment options. You can set PayPal, Stripe, or enable WooCommerce and use payment add-ons from the WooCommerce plugin. And also in the booking payment option, you can set the deposit fee and the service fee. Next, in the search section, you can make settings for the theme advanced search. You can set the order of the listings in the results. You can enable the taxonomy's multi-selection option. You can select the search type and make other settings. And in the SMS management section, you can enable the SMS service that is powered by Twilio. This was just a quick overview of the options available. You will need to go through each section and make the settings that will fit your business. Now I will go back on front end. The home page is exactly as the one from our official demo, but you will need to make some manual adjustments. For example, in this section we use a widget that will display listing categories, and since on import the categories ID will not be the same, you will need to edit this section, select manually the categories that you want to display, and manually upload an image for each category used. You will need to do the same thing for this section. So the next step is to show how to set these two sections that will display listing categories. First, I will edit the homepage with Elementor, and I will show how the sections were created. I will scroll down to the first section. Here we use the WpRentals featured category widget. For the first element, we chose apartment as category. You will need to check each one of them to make sure that you have categories added, and you will need to manually upload an image. I will show the second section as well. Here we used the WpRentals categories list widget. The demo categories were saved, so the next step will be to manually upload images to each category used in these two sections. For that, I will go back to admin. You will find all listing categories under listing section. The categories are categories, what do you rent, city, neighborhood area, feature and amenities, and property status. I will start with categories. To upload an image, you will need to edit the category, press the upload image button. You can select an image from media or upload one from your device. I will upload one from my device. Select the image, press open, press insert into post, and update. Now on front end, on refresh, you will see the image that I just uploaded. I will go back to categories. This time I will choose a category from neighborhood area. The steps are the same. You need to edit the category, press the upload image button. I will upload an image from my device. I will select the image and press open, insert into post, and update. Now on front end, on refresh, if you scroll down to the second section, you will see the image that I just uploaded. Since the steps are exactly the same, I will add the rest of the images of the record and after show the results. I added the rest of the images. Now the sections show as the one in our official demo. The demo import is now complete, and next I will show a few guidelines on how to edit the homepage elements. Now I will go back to the homepage Elementor editor. I will enable Navigator to have better access to each section. I will start with the header one. The image from the background was set as background image for the container. You can replace it with your own by selecting the container and going to style section. Here you can delete the demo image and add your own. Also in background overlay, you can make other settings like change the background color and make other settings. Also in border section, you can change the border that we applied here. You will need to change the values for the border radius. We added a container and the text was added with the heading widget. You can change the text, and the search in this container was created with the search form builder, and you will have the option to change the fields in the search and change other settings like colors, padding, or typography. Going further to the next section, here we created a section that will display listings. For that we used the WpRentals recent items widget. We set the widget to display properties. The same widget can be used to display blog posts as well. You will have the option to select the number of items that you want to show and the number of items per row. Also you can select if the order will be random or not. You can select to display as grid. If you set yes, then the number of units per row will be calculated based on the unit minimum width value that was added here. You also can filter the properties by categories, and you can change the unit border. Going further to the next container, here we created a section that will display listing categories. I have already explained that you need to set the category here, and the image for each category will need to be manually uploaded. Going further to the next section, here we created a section with images and text. For that we used the image box widget from Elementor. You'll have the option to change the image and the text for each element used in this section. Going further, you will have the testimonial section. For this section we added a color as background. You can manage it from the style section. Here you can change the background color to your own. The text was added with the heading widget. For the first element we added an image with a video button here. The image was set as container background and you can replace it with your own in style. For the video button we used the video player button. You'll have the option to change the icon and the video that will show when you press this button. In the second container we added text with the text editor widget, and for this section here we used image box widget from Elementor. You'll have the option to change image and text. Going to the next section, here you'll have the second section that we created for listing categories. We used the WpRentals categories list. You'll need to select here the categories that you want to display, and an image will need to be manually uploaded for each category. Next we created a section with blog posts. The text was added with the heading widget, and to display the blog posts we used the WpRentals content grid widget. Here we added the IDs of the blog posts that we wanted to display in the section. I will show where you need to go to see the IDs of your blog posts. To replace them in the widget, you will need to go to admin, you will need to go to posts, and this is the ID that you will need to copy in the widget. Going back to the homepage editor, this was the last section on the page. Thank you for watching, and do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to get instant notifications on new videos.